Good afternoon, groovy citizens, and happy, fantastic Friday. You guys, it is Friday. It is Friday. The weekend is here. And if you're blessed like me to not have to work on the weekends, then you get to relax for the next 2 days. So I don't know about you all, but I'm super excited. Now, if you hear my blower going, it's because it's raining outside, y'all. It's been raining all day, and I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow and Sunday. It's only 55 degrees, and my windows keep fogging up, which is interesting because you all can't see it, but it's still bothering me nonetheless because I can see it. So anyway, yeah, we got to get a little heat going up in here because it is a little on the chilly side. But I hope you all have had a wonderful day. I have had a wonderful, wonderful day, you guys. And I'm super excited. But let me say this first. Mom is coming along. She's not in as much pain today as she was yesterday. Not to say that she's not in pain, but she's not hurting as bad as she was on yesterday. Now tomorrow, I'm calling the big day because my sister's going to come down. And I'm so thankful, y'all. I am so thankful that my sister lives about 17 minutes from here. And she's going to take the wrapping off that they put on when she had the surgery because you have to clean it. And so my sister's going to come down tomorrow to do that because I told you I don't do well with cutting and stitches, all that kind of stuff. Just the sight of blood makes me nauseous. So, not that she's bleeding because we don't want that. But my sister's coming down tomorrow to do that. And then I'll see how she's cleaning it so I'll know what I need to do and figure out how often I need to clean it and all that other good stuff. So like I said, things are coming along. And my mom was telling me today that she has a good friend of hers who's having her knee replacement surgery done on Sunday. So my prayers go out to her. Hopefully that she has a speedy recovery because I'm telling y'all, I watched both my parents go through knee replacement and it is not easy at all. It is very, 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 very painful. And I probably should add a few more varies up in there, but you all get the gist. So today's topic, you guys, is no more excuses. No more excuses. And a perfect example of that is my mom had her knee replaced just a few days ago, 5 days ago. And she's not making excuses. She's getting up and she will get up and go to the bathroom without letting me know because she said, I don't want to bother you. I know you're resting or you're working or you're doing this, that, or the other. And like I tell her, Mom, just let me know anyway because what I don't want is for her to fall. But God is good. God is keeping her because she's able to get up and move around. She's not using the excuse that she had knee replacement so she can't get up and do things. So that is a perfect example of having no more excuses. But before I go into the topic, I'm loving this song, you guys. When I tell you this song is powerful, it's called Better Than Good to Me, and it's by Lady Harmony. And when I tell y'all, my eyes itch, excuse me, y'all. I am loving this song. I need you to understand that I am truly loving this song. But let me just share the words with you. It said, he's been so good. God has been so good. Good just ain't good enough. He's been better than good to me. God has had my back, come on somebody, in the midst of my enemies, and I ain't even have to be there. Let me put a pin right there real quick. Isn't it an awesome thing to know that God has your back, even when your name comes up in conversations that you know nothing about? And trust and believe, all of our names come up in conversations, but God has your back, even when you don't know anything about what folks are saying about you, what they're plotting against you. And guess what? You don't have to know because God knows. He sees all, he hears all, he knows all. And he's got your back even when you're not around. He says, I'm so connected to this air that I breathe. The oceans and the seas, the mountains and the skies and the trees. I'm going to get everything that belongs to me. That'll shout you right there. That's your second shouting moment. The first one was that God had your back in the midst of your enemies. But the second one is when you say you're going to get everything that belongs to you because I'm going to get everything that belongs to me. Excuse me, y'all. My sinuses are acting up. And then she says, his love flows like a river and it runs deep, deep, deep in my soul. Oh, his faithfulness. I've seen enemies become footstools. That's your third shout moment. But because I love him, I don't mind giving them another chance. Oh, that's the fourth one. Your enemies have become your footstools, but because of the love of Christ and the way that he loves you in spite of you, you don't mind giving somebody a second chance. Now, I do mind after that, although we shouldn't, because God gives us several chances to get it right. But that's powerful, y'all. Let me keep it moving. And she says, he's been better than good to me. He's been better than good to me. And then she says, I call on you, Lord, for the souls that were lost, because somebody represented you in the wrong way. I call on you, Lord, for the souls that were lost, because some children watched me run from pillar to post. I call on you, Lord, for the souls that were lost, because Papa was a rolling stone from bed to bed. I call on you, Lord, for the souls that were lost. Somebody could be contemplating suicide, and it's a do or die situation. Oh, but I trust you, God, because you've been real good. Good just ain't good enough. He's been better than good. And I don't know about you all, but God has been better than good to me. And then she just ends the song by saying, real good. God just ain't good enough. He's been better than good to me. When I tell y'all this is a powerful song, and I don't know if you've ever heard it, but again, it's called Better Than Good to Me by Lady Harmony. I was listening to that on my playlist on repeat earlier today, because it's just, like I said, it's a powerful song. If God has ever done anything for you, and I know he has because you're still here, God has been good to you. And in most cases, he's been better than good to you. All right, so, and I'm going to tell you why I shared the words to that song with you, not only because it's just really moving in my spirit right now, but I just wanted to make the connection that you should have no excuses when you serve a God that sits high and looks low, keeps you in every way. God doesn't make excuses, so why are we? So you have no reason to make excuses because you serve a good God, whether you actually serve him or not. You serve a good God. Trust me when I tell you, because I know everybody has gone through some stuff, and the first thing that came out of your mouth was, oh God, please. Oh God, I need. Oh God, will you do it? So you should have no excuses, because God makes no excuses when it comes to us. Now let's jump into our topic. I have a few quotes that I'm going to share with you, some tips, and we're going to call it a day. Eric Thomas says, be phenomenal or be forgotten. We're making no more excuses. Be phenomenal or be forgotten. He also says, when you want to succeed, and this is one of my favorite quotes by him, as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. And I've shared this before. You ever have a time where you're choking on some food and you're not thinking about your bank account? You're not thinking about your job. You're not thinking about who owes you money. You're not thinking about who you know, what level of society you're in. You're not thinking about any of that. All you want to do is breathe, because that food is blocking your airway. None of that other stuff matters at the moment. You just want to be able to breathe. That's powerful. Next quote again is by Eric Thomas. He says, be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you will become. No more excuses, guys. You need to be able at any moment to sacrifice what and who you are right now in this moment for what you'll become. And so I wrote down this little note that says, people make excuses because of the following things. And I had 3 things I'm going to share with you. Number 1, fear. We make excuses because we're afraid of failing, and or we have self-doubt. So that's why we make excuses. We say, well, I can't start that YouTube channel because what if nobody watches? What if nobody is interested in what I have to talk about? Or we make excuses because we're self-doubting ourselves. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm cut out for this. Is this my niche, or whatever the case may be? But we make excuses out of fear. And let's be honest, we all have done it from time to time. Number 2, uncertainty, which causes us to stay in our comfort zone. And y'all know, we all know all too well about that comfort zone. See, it's comfortable inside that comfort zone. And if we don't have to step out of it, we won't. And we make excuses. Well, 1 second. excuse me, well, you know what? I would go out of my house, but I'm so comfortable inside. I could have made an excuse today and said, well, I'm not going to do a car conversation because it's 55 degrees. It's chilly outside. It's pouring down raining. I got my mail out of the mailbox and it's still a little damp. Okay. I could have made an excuse and said, I'm not going to do my video because it's raining outside. But there are no excuses. It's time to stop with the excuses. You are never going to get anything done if you keep making excuses. We need to get rid of the excuses. And that's all of us. It's not just you. It's me. It's all of us. Because we all make excuses in our lives. And then number 3, I said lack of purpose. We make excuses because we lack purpose. Most people aren't lazy. They simply have goals that don't inspire them. Come on, somebody, that'll shout you right there. So you must find your passion. Here's the thing. If somebody asks you to do something and you're not passionate about it, are you really going to give it your all? Chances are you're not. And I'm one of these people, I love to give 110% of myself when I'm doing anything. But if I'm doing something that I'm truly not passionate about, I'm just not going to give it my all. So it's not that I'm lazy. It's just that I'm not passionate about what I'm doing or what I'm talking about. So I'm not going to stick with it. I'll be hit or miss when I do it, if I do it, because I lack the purpose. One of the things about me, and I would assume that goes for all of us, is that when you are doing something that doesn't fall in line with your purpose, number one, it's not really relevant to you. You have no skin in the game, if you will. And so your mind says, well, why should I invest my time and energy in something that I don't really truly care about? Okay. Now, let's talk about how to stop making excuses. I have 8 points and a bonus, and I'll leave you be. Number 1, I said take responsibility. You are in control of your destiny. Stop leaving it in other people's hands. I need you to take responsibility. Stop waiting for somebody else to open up a door for you. Get up and open it yourself. If there is no door to open, I need you to get up and you create a door. You find a way where there is no way. We're not making excuses anymore. So you need to take responsibility. Number 2, change your perspective. Tell yourself that life is happening for you, not to you. See, your perspective, our perspective on things makes a complete world of a difference. Depends on how you look at things. That'll determine how your outcome is going to be, or it's going to determine whether or not you're going to go all in or you're not. It's all about perspective. Do you see the glass as half full or half empty? Either way, you're right, but it's all in how you look at it. Number 3, uncover your limiting beliefs. Change your story. Change the story that you tell yourself. You deserve better and you will have it. That's why when I told you, I gave you the lyrics to the song, Better Than Good to Me. What did she say? Lady Harmony said, I'm getting everything that I deserve. I'm getting everything that's due to me. I want everything that God says that I can have. I want to be everything that God says that I can be. Stop settling for second best. Stop settling, period. We're done with the excuses and we're done with settling, because you all deserve so much better. And it pains me when I see people just settling because they're making excuses. And today we stop that. Number 5, find the lesson. So in everything that you do and in everything that happens to you, there is a lesson. Excuse me. That relationship, and y'all please forgive me because my sinuses are draining so bad. If that relationship didn't work out, find the lesson in it. That job didn't work out, find the lesson in it. Because I promise you, there is a lesson in there. See, whenever God allows, because he doesn't, nothing takes him by surprise. But whenever God allows things to happen to you or happen for you, there's a lesson in there. Now it's up to you to figure out what that lesson is. Some of you all get mad, you get in your feelings, and you're like, okay, well, you know what, this happened, and this, that, and the third. No, there was a lesson in there for you. But you have to figure out what it is. Number 6, stop overthinking. Now, I'm one of these people. I can be honest about that. I'm an overthinker at times. And so you make tough decisions and be okay with it. I used to be that person, like I said, that I just overthought everything. Okay, I'm going to do ABC. Well, if I do ABC, what if this, what if that, what if the other? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? Do I need to other? And honey, before you know it, I just spent a whole hour thinking about that one little thing because I'm overthinking it. Well, if this happens, I need to be prepared with that. If that happens, I need to be prepared with the other. Stop overthinking it. Make those tough decisions and then stick by what you said or the solution you came up with for that problem. Number 7, make your vision clear. The Bible tells us to write Habakkuk. Oh God, I forget the, y'all know what it is. It's in the book of Habakkuk where it says, write the vision and make it plain. That's what you have to do with your life. That's not just scripture. In the Bible, I need you to read it and to live it. Write your vision and make it plain. You need to be clear about what you want and what you don't want. Because when you're not clear about what you want and don't want, you will settle for anything. That's why I have, I don't have a vision board, but I have a vision book. And in my vision book, I have it sectioned off in different areas of my life, and I am clear, which I'm excited about because I will be in my vision book this weekend, but I am clear about what I want and what I don't want. And it's so important because if you're not clear, I promise you'll begin to overthink. You're going to, what was the other thing I said? You're going to have fear. You're going to have uncertainty. You're going to lack purpose. You won't take responsibility. Your perspective will be off. Your beliefs will be limited. And you won't be able to find the lesson. So you've got to be clear about what you want and don't want. And number 8, set specific goals. And y'all know I've talked about this recently. Your goals need to be SMART goals. They need to be specific. They need to be measurable. They need to be achievable. They need to be realistic. And they have to have a hard due date, which is the time frame. And for the T in the word SMART, you've got to have a time frame. You cannot write down you want to accomplish whatever that goal is, but you have no date by which you want to accomplish it. Because then all you've done is you've just written down a goal. I want to lose weight. Well, let's see. Is it specific? No, you just said you want to lose weight. You didn't say how much. Is it measurable? How do you plan on losing the weight? Is it achievable? If you didn't write down a goal, clearly it's not achievable. But if, let's say you did say, well, I want to lose 100 pounds in 30 days. Well, that's not achievable because you're not going to lose 100 pounds in 30 days unless you're starving yourself. And even then, I don't know if you can do that. Is it realistic? Well, again, because you weren't specific about losing weight, you just said you wanted to lose weight. It's not realistic because you haven't set up the ins and outs of how you're going to do that, how much you're going to lose, how you're going to go about losing it. If you say, well, I'm going to go to the gym every day for the next 90 days and I'm going to go 3 times a day, is that really realistic? Probably not, because most of us have to work. So how are you going to go to the gym 3 times a day, every day for the next 90 days? First of all, it's not realistic because your body has to rest. Now, I'm not saying you can't go do cardio every day because you could. But if you're talking about cardio and weight training every day, honey, that's not realistic because you're going to burn out sooner than you think. And lastly, does it have a time frame? No, excuse me. You just wrote down you want to lose weight. There's no time frame. You didn't say I want to lose this amount of weight by this time. Or let's go back to being realistic. Some of y'all are saying right now, oh, girl, I got to lose me some weight because summer's almost here. Well, we're at the end of April. So you have May and June, and you want to lose 100 pounds. That's not realistic because you're trying to get your summer body together. It's not realistic. And don't think that I'm trying to discourage you because I'm not. You will lose some weight, but I doubt that you're going to drop the weight that you want if you don't make that goal SMART. Here's your bonus. Get the support you need and do it without being ashamed. I don't know who I'm talking to here because I know that a lot of times people hate to ask for help because they're ashamed. But I want you to get the help that you need, and don't you dare be ashamed about getting the help, okay? You may need a coach. You may need a mentor, a support group. You might need to rely on your best friend, or you may need an accountability partner. Whatever help you need, I need you to get it, and don't you dare be ashamed about it. Excuse me. And I always tell you guys, if you ever need some support, you need somebody that you say, Shell, look, I'm on the edge. I'm on the edge, sis. I need to talk to somebody. Reach out to me. In the description box, there is my calendar. You can click on that, and let's figure out how we can talk through whatever it is that you're going through. Because I want you to succeed with whatever it is that you're trying to do for yourself, but you're not going to be able to do it all the time by yourself. Now, I'm a strong person. I'm strong both mentally and physically, but I do have my moments that I need to reach out to somebody else for some help as well, because I can't do it all, nor do I claim to be able to do it all. So all I'm saying to you is, if you can't get past your excuses, get the help you need, because there are people out here that are more than willing to help you. You just have to be able to reach out to people. Stop thinking you have to do it alone, because you don't have to. And I'm not saying, because here's the thing, let me tell you what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that God can't help you, because I go to God in prayer every day, several times a day. Trust me when I tell you that. But sometimes I just need that physical touch. Sometimes I need that physical touch from somebody, be it verbally and or physically. So I'm all right with reaching out with people if I don't have all the answers, or I'm feeling overwhelmed. I don't mind doing that, and I want you all to feel the same way. Listen, you guys, that's my time, because, like I said, I need to go take something for my sinuses. They are draining something awful. I need to get out of this cold, take my wet mail in the house, and sit down for the rest of the day and just relax, because I cannot wait. No more excuses. Did I say that? I've been putting it off, making up excuses, so I have not been decorating in my planner. I have not been in my vision book. And then one thing I have been doing is keeping up writing in my gratitude journal. I told you all when I started that every day I have to write down one thing, more, that's fine, but at least one thing that I'm grateful for. So I'm staying on task with doing that. But I have not been decorating in my planner, and I have not been writing in my vision book. So I want to get back into that so that I can, because I have so many things that I want to accomplish, even with my business, even with my coaching. And so I'm staying on task with getting my videos done, but I've made excuses for other things, and it's time to stop doing that. I'm going to stop the excuses, and I want you all to do the same thing, okay? Let's do this together. We're going to hold each other accountable. So that's it. That's all I have. So hopefully something I shared with you today has blessed you. And like I said, if y'all don't have that song, I need you to download that, because it is a powerful, powerful song. It is truly a powerful song, and it really makes you think. And if you have been making excuses, now's the time to stop. It's time for us to move forward. We're not making excuses anymore. We are not. Period. End of sentence. If you're new to watching my channel, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. You guys know I love you, and I miss you when I don't get a chance to see you. Go out there, enjoy the rest of your day, having a phenomenal weekend on purpose. As always, if you're going out, please be careful. Be careful of where you're going, who you're hanging out with. If you're going to have some drinks, it's all good. Just drink responsibly, especially if you have to get behind the wheel. But even still, just drink responsibly. Be careful of the people that are around you. Take your hand sanitizer. I'm still going to keep pushing that. And what else did I tell you all? Oh, if you didn't come with somebody, don't you leave with nobody. Unless there's somebody that you know. Now, you just out and about, and you know how we meet people. And, hey, let's go for an after drink, or let's go here. No, I didn't come with you, so I'm not leaving with you. Period. End of sentence. Love you all so, so much, and we will talk again tomorrow.